Hi everyone, I'm Audra Lowe for the Broadway Channel, and this is What's Hot on Broadway. Get ready for the latest scoop on the Broadway shows and exclusive interviews with the hottest stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, for your entertainment pleasure, we present our most mysterious and miraculous tale.
I think that Diane's real vision for Pippin, and she uses this word all the time, is that she wants it to be a visceral experience. And that's everything that we do at the Seven Fingers, is to try and make the acrobatics something that really moves the audience, that you feel electrified, that you feel like the emotion and the story can take you so far that there's really an electricity in the air. And circus has that electricity just in and of itself. So I think that visceral experience and really going on Pippin's journey with him, the circus just makes that so much more fluid.
I grew up with the show. I saw it 3 times as a kid growing up in New York City, going to Broadway. I just remember the theatricality of the original production and the Fosse and that world that was created on stage that you just wanted to be a part of. Of course, the soundtrack and the score is incredible, and I've grown up with that score my whole life, and I've sung all those songs, and I know them all by heart. So my goal was to bring Pippin back and give audiences a chance to relive it, but also to introduce it to a whole new generation of audience. I have 2 little girls that are 8 and 6. They are obsessed with Pippin. They know the whole show by heart. They saw it several times when we did it up at the ART in Boston. But I wanted to recreate that world, that mysterious, magical, seductive, theatrical world, and tell a story that I think has a meaning for our times of how far we push ourselves in our lives to be extraordinary.
Originally being a performer in it kind of like changed my life. People say that all the time, but it actually is very true. I came from the ballet world, and I walked onto a 5.5-foot rakefoot stage and then started dancing jazz. It's like, really? But Mr. Fosse said I could do that, so if he figured I could do it, then I wasn't going to question that whatsoever. It was the best 2.5 years of my life doing Pippin. It truly changed my life. And then when they decided that they were going to redo this again, it was like, oh, please let me be a part of that. And it's like coming home, and it's like discovering something brand new, because it's new. It's truly new because of the circus and Diane's idea and vision of what the show should be, or can be.
Oh, restrict as Jesus. Oh, he's finer than spring. Service to Christ and to our King.
Well, it's been really amazing, I have to say, the Fosse, and luckily we have a choreographer by the name of Chet Walker who was in the original company. To have him in the room, to tell the stories, to really let everybody know what that was like and what it was about and why the Fosse moves were the way that they were and the meaning behind all of it really helped me in discovering the Fosse moves and doing it. And when you have a sense of why it is the way it is and what the meaning behind it, it just was easy to pick up. And I've never done circus before. I actually am embarrassed because I've never been to the circus. Everyone else has been to the circus but me. But having this new world and seeing like the circus and the Fosse world collide has been amazing. And it works. You know, we're proof that this whole crazy thing that we have going on works. And the circus is crazy. All of the things that we've managed to do in the show, the extraordinary feats that, which is Pippin, goes on all of these quests to be extraordinary, and we have people balancing on heads and up on silks falling, it's just amazing. We really go for it, and I love that. I love that this production is going for it, and we're not holding back, and we're just doing it.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. It is a coming-of-age story, but I think also it's about what happens when you come of age. I mean, obviously, but the choices that you have to make sometimes. And I don't think Pippin, it's like when you grow up, you're like realizing, you can make choices and you have to make choices no matter what situation you're in, who you are, where you're from. So Pippin is a very overall like everyman story, and this you have to be it's not being careful, but I live kind of through everybody in the audience, and I kind of try and let them take me on what it is that they want in some ways, and also influence the things that I want to do on the particular performance day, which is so exciting because then you never know what's going to happen. And I certainly never know what's going to happen, with this part. You never know what's going to, trust me, you don't know what's going to, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, Charlemagne was Pippin's father. Charlemagne was historically a real person, and he was a bit of a despot and a dictator, but he created a lot of structure and a lot of society and education in the Dark Ages in Europe. So he did a lot of good things politically and socially, but he also killed a lot of people, which wasn't so good. But in the show, Charlemagne loves his son. But Charlemagne is a bit crazy and is in his own world of his maniacal world of egotistical world of ruling everything, But he loves his son, and he wants his son to do the right thing and be the best he can be, and that's what he strives for the whole show.
Well, this is the first time I ever did something where I had literally no expectations of where it was going to go, honestly. I didn't think of it as a career move or was it a good part. I just was fascinated by Diane Paulus's vision of it, and I've always loved the circus, so I wanted to be in that world and see what it felt like, and just one thing led to another. Really, it's a great way to live your life, really have no expectations and just enjoy the moment, because honestly that's what I did with this.
It's there's every song I love in this show, and I can say that about very few scores that I can say every song I can listen to, and I never get bored of it. But maybe that has to do with, I did the show in high school, so it means a lot to me. But I just love it. I just love it. I love the feel of it and the joy of it and the music and the orchestrations, and it's an incredible score. It really is.
Thanks for watching What's Hot on Broadway, one on the aisle and a backstage pass to the best of Broadway. I'm Audra Lowe for the Broadway Channel.